Hello, Shemai, and welcome back to another episode of the Austrian Adventure with SCR Altach. Today, like our last episode, we are playing against an Austrian stalwart team, a big Austrian team. Today, we face Austria Wien at home. I've played quite a few games since the last episode, and if you can take a quick look, things are going good. Things have gone very well. Since the last game against Red Bull Salzburg, where we had that fantastic last-minute win. Following that, we drew 0-0 at home to Sturm Graz. Thank God I didn't put this episode up, because it was a terrible game. Patrick Seagull got injured. I think 2 to 3 weeks he's out for. He's definitely back now. It's a little bit disappointing because they were bottom at the time. We had chances to get really close to the top of the table, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, it was a terrible game. Then we played Admira Wacken Mödling, lost 2-0. We didn't turn up. Stian Rode Gregersen, the one I signed on loan, has been absolutely terrible. I think his average rating is like 6.5, 6.4 at the moment, and he got sent off in this game. We didn't deserve anything from the game. Philip Netzer was the only one who really performed, and we were just terrible. We had 2 injuries, Hans Eigner and Martin Harrow. They weren't very long-term injuries. I think they might have been back for the next game. The next game was against St. Pölten, and we won. Hans Eigner getting 2 goals. He's hit some form recently, so we've actually got a decent strike. This was a fantastic performance. We were all over them. It could have been a lot more. They scored to make the last 20 minutes a little bit worrying, but we managed to hold on and we got the 2-1 victory. Then this is probably the best result we've had. Well, apart from the Salzburg game, this is definitely the best result we've had. Away to SV Ried, 3-0. We dominated the game. We were unbelievably good this game. Salomon scored, Hans Eigner scored, and Durvadan got his first goal of the season. They did have a red card, but to be honest, we were never in doubt in this game. We were all over them. The only player who didn't really play that well was Rick Senna, who hasn't played that well at all this season. Then we beat TSV St. Johann im Pongau 7-1. They're basically a non-league team. We were never going to lose this game. Nwat Mahop got a hat-trick, 9.7 rated, and Schwissenberger played well. It was a big confidence boosting exercise, and you can see Rick Senna and Stian Ruud Gregersen didn't really play well, but apart from that, everyone else did quite well. So today we face FK Austria Wien, who, if you look at the table, are struggling massively. I mean, they've only played 4 games because of their Europa League commitments. I suppose if you add 12 points onto their total, it puts them to second, but they haven't played that well. The 4 games they've played, I mean, 1 win is all they've had, and that was against St. Pölten. Rapid Vienna also at bottom of the table, so maybe our win against them wasn't so good, but I still don't really care. We won against Rapid Vienna. I'm happy with that. In general, the big teams aren't doing good. Red Bull Salzburg are 4th. They're 1 point behind us. So to be performing where we are, I'm quite happy, but the big teams really haven't kicked off their season yet. They haven't really started. Wolfsburg are the best team in the league at the moment. Still haven't lost a game. They've drawn 1 game, and that was against SV Ried. But we're 3rd after 8 games. I'm happy. There's 36 games in the season. We play every team 4 times. So let's take a look at the team for today. We have Andres Luxa in goals. We have Bernhard Jenezek and right back. You haven't seen him before. He was basically our backup right back. He's a competent player for this league, got some good stats, good heading, good marking, very good tackling. He's good physically. The reason why he's playing today is because Andreas Linhardt picked up 5 yellow cards this season and is suspended for this match. Benedikt Zek and Lucas Jäger in the centre-backs. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Philip Netzer got injured for quite a while. It was 5 to 6 weeks at the time. He's going to be back for the next game, I hope. Maybe not the next game, but definitely the one after that. Benedikt Zek has done fantastic when he's come in, though. He's been brilliant cover. And Lucas Jäger has been developing very nicely as a young footballer. Christian Schilling's playing left back. Jan Schwissenberger and Boris Prokopic, central midfield roles. Lewis Nwat Mahop, right winger. Patrick Salomon behind the striker, and Nicola Durvadan gets back into the starting lineup with Hans Eigner up front. So that's the team for today. I wouldn't usually go on control against Austria Wien, but the fact that they're 1 from bottom of the table, I know they've only played 4 games, so they might still, if they win all those 4 games, they go straight up to second in the table. But I don't know, we've done well against the big teams so far. We've beaten Salzburg, we've beaten Rapid Vienna, so I'm feeling confident. I say that now, we're probably going to get battered. It didn't happen last game. So, I don't know. We'll see how the start of the game goes. There's been not many goals in the first halves of my games so far. I usually get to half-time 0-0 or with just one goal in the game. But here we are then. Austria Wien, another stalwart of Austrian football. We have a highlight just after 1 minute. Salomon on the ball. Inside to Prokopic, to Zwischenbrugge, up to Aigner. What can he do here? He loses the ball. They can counter-attack now. Larry Coyote on the ball. Up to Venuto. It's back to Coyote. Oh, he's blazed it over the bar. I was about to say it's 1-0 Austria Wien, but he's completely fluffed his lines there. And he got nowhere near it in the end. We're having some good possession at the moment. Andres Luxa's picked up a knock. Do I take him off? Could risk it and leave him on. But there's always a risk leaving your goal. Yeah, I'm going to have to make a sub. Quick sub. Luxa, Martin Cobras, who was complaining about his lack of football actually. He's going to get his first game of the season. Can we win the ball back here? Yes, we do. Salomon with the ball. What can he do? He gives it to Aigner. Back to Solomon. He's got players with him, but he gives it straight to an Austria Wien player, and Larry Coyote's got a lot of pace. But Jaeger is there to clear up. Ball over the top. The defender's missed it. Hans Aigner is through a goal. And the keeper saves. Awful mistake from the Austria Wien defence. And we had a really good chance there. It's still here with the corner. Doverden into the box and it's cleared away to Venuto. I'm hoping they don't get a counter-attack. We've won it back. And Wat Mahop is offside. Fantastic chance there for Hans Aigner to put us... Oh, we've had another injury. We're not getting luck with injuries. It's what happened in our Beijing series. We got a lot of injured players. Or key players. We're going to have to take Christian Schilling off. I have no idea if we have a left back. God. We're going to have to try and find someone who can play left back now. Okay. So we're going to have to move Janaszek to left back and Picheli on as right back. We've been forced into 2 substitutions early on. It's not really what I wanted to do. We've only got 1 substitution now for the rest of the game. But Ngwatma hops through on goal here. He strikes it straight at the keeper. Again, it's another chance where we should have finished. Clinical finishes is what we need in this team. Especially considering we're not scoring the most amount of goals. We need to take our chances. Well, the game's pretty even so far. Although we're not going to have much to bring off on the bench because we only have 1 substitution left to make. As we approach half-time, it's been a good first half of football. There's been some good chances, and how there hasn't been a goal yet, I really don't know. Happy with your performance? Okay, they didn't like that. Apparently they're not happy with their performance so far. Try and fix that a little bit. Oh, that was a terrible half-time team talk. I'm hoping that doesn't affect the players too much. Question is, who would I bring off from the bench? Wat Mahop is playing poorly, just after he scored a hat-trick last game. They've got a chance here. Coyote on the ball. Can we stick a foot in? No. Out to Felipe Perez. Picheli wins the ball back, and Wat Mahop's now. He's got some pace about him, but loses the ball straight away to Felipe Perez. Venuto on the ball to Coyote. Prokopic wins the ball back now to Salomon, to Doverden. What can he do with the ball? Taking a run. They're going to have a red card, surely. Yes. Raphael Holzhauser has been sent off. Maybe now we can go a little... I'm going to have to take Ngwatma Hop off. It's been terribly. Who would be the best to come on? Apparently everyone can play that position. Rick Senna's coming on. I think... do I change it to attacking? Yeah, I think I do. They've got a red card. It's 0-0. We may as well go all out for the game now and try and win it. It's all our substitutes used. There's not really much else I can do as time ticks away. Time's flying past now into the last 5 minutes. Maybe this game is destined to be 0-0 as we hit the 90-minute mark. They've got a free kick. This is surely going to be the end of the game. As we approach the 2nd minute of added time. 0-0. Disappointing performance. I wouldn't have said that was disappointing. You were unlucky, I would have said. I mean, a point against Austria Wien isn't the worst point in the world. Because we're still in 3rd. Red Bull Salzburg have a game in hand. Christian Schilling is out for 2 to 3 weeks. That's not good. Lux is out for 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. Well, Red Bull Salzburg did play the same time as us. They won. We're still 2 points ahead of them, but obviously with a win they'll go above us. I mean, we're third in the table after 9 games. I'm quite happy. I could easily become fourth if Salzburg win their game in hand. Well, it seems Wolfsburg are doing absolutely fantastic at the moment. They got David Ogill, the top scorer in the league, with 6 goals. But things are going well after the first 9 games of the season. I'm going to play a few more games. I think I'll try and fit in quite a lot of games. Maybe the next Red Bull Salzburg game I'll come back for. I'm not sure yet, depending on how things go. I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If you want to see if we can carry on this pretty decent run of form, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please like. And if you have any comments or tips or questions whatsoever, please leave a comment down below. I'll see you again.